Here's our 2003 Dodge Viper SRT-10. Comes with a Minnesota salvage title. As you can see, it's currently in damaged condition. Apologize about the wind today. It will need both front headlights, this front bumper cover, I guess it's the only front bumper cover, and this fender here. I found them both on eBay. The guy told me he'll take $800 for both pieces. So looking down here, see no damage whatsoever to any of the coolers or the hood latch or, you know, the front impact bar. Nothing like that. No damage around the engine. There's no damage here to the underside. Again, I apologize about the wind. There's no damage to the underside. A lot of times, you know, the fender will rub into the hood, kind of chip the edge of the hood. I don't see any damage there along the top, the front, or the side, so I'd say nothing needs to be done to the hood whatsoever. Hood shuts just fine. The gaps actually look really good here, even on both sides. Even in the front, the gap looks, well, here it's probably a little wide, I'm guessing, but obviously, like I say, it will need that headlight, this headlight. You know, this side here being the worst, and since it's a little bit more open to get at, I can show you a little bit more in here. You know, this inner structure is cracked right there. I wouldn't say it needs to be replaced though. You know, the headlight just mounts right to the underside there. Maybe just put a bigger washer on your new headlight and you're good. This rim here has got a little gouge in it right there. You know, that could be TIG welded and repaired, or just replace the rim depending upon the price you have. Otherwise, that's it for damage. I don't see any damage, scratches or anything like that down this side. Door opens and shuts just fine. The rear rim looks fine. Still got tread on the tires. Now I don't think this actually hit another car. If you look here, you can see there's some debris wedged between the rim and the tire. And then here in the headlight, I see a piece of bark. So I think this kind of went off and hit some light trees off the road. I'm guessing they lost control of the car. Now again, all the doors open and shut just fine. Sorry for the quick walk around. It is a bit cold, about 0 degrees today out there, so I kind of wanted to get in out of the heat. The car's been idling for quite a while. You can see those are gauges. No lights on whatsoever besides the light telling me to put my seatbelt on, and then the brake light just because the emergency brake is on. I take the emergency brake off, that light goes away. Otherwise, you know, of course, everything here works. I'm sure the AC works just fine, but it's really hard for me to tell you that it works today when it's 0 degrees outside, because naturally it's just going to blow in cold air from the outside. But I'm pretty sure it works. Inside here we do have an owner's manual. I'll go ahead and shut it off. Pull the key out of the ignition. I do only have one set of keys for it and one key fob. This key fob, the battery in here is dead, so that does need to be replaced. I'll go ahead, turn the key forward, start the car. Just so you can see, you know, my hands are here. I'm not trying to reset anything. There is no idiot lights on in the car whatsoever. No check engine lights. Currently has 37,769 miles. turn a little bit of heat on here, and we'll go for a little drive. The car does run and drive just fine. I also know that it needs one windshield wiper. It's just the windshield wiper blade, not the whole arm. The rubber part of the windshield wiper blade is kind of peeling off. You know, they all do that over time, but you will need a windshield wiper arm too. Start out in second gear there. It's a little less shifting while I'm trying to drive and hold the camera. You see we're doing about 40 miles an hour. Now there is a couple of pieces in the trunk. It's a little too cold for me to open the trunk and show everything, but the pieces that are in the trunk are basically the inner fender well liners. They appear to be good to me. There's 3 pieces in there. I believe there's 2 pieces for each front wheel, so I'm assuming 1 piece is still in the car. Of course, this light, the blinker is blinking fast just because the bulb's broke. I would say that about concludes our test drive for the day. You say the car seems to run and drive fine. You know, I'm sure it still needs a once over, double check everything. You know, I'd probably give it an alignment. You know, the steering, of course, we're in a curve now, but the steering does, you know, here's a little bit of a straightaway. The steering does seem relatively straight. So I've got nothing to complain about there, really. You know, it seems like a simple fix. Front bumper cover, a fender, and a pair of headlights. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. Thank you.